Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about setting up your meme coin portfolio, how you should be thinking about gambles like newly launched coins versus stabler memes. You can sleep at night. You can use this as a reference. This isn't financial advice. In this video, we're going to walk through what my portfolio might look like on a day-to-day basis and how I'm placing bets into different things. So while I'm making this video, I've had days where I made a shit ton of money. I've had days where I've lost a bunch of money and that sucks. And the goal of this is that you don't make the same mistakes I did. So the first thing when you're entering the meme coin space is figure out what your goal is. Are you trying to make $1 million? Are you trying to pay rent? Are you trying to make side income so you don't have to do work? Whatever your answer is will change how you should go about doing this. For me personally, I'm going in for the $1 million outcome. I'm not trading meme coins to pay rent or just for entertainment. I'm actually trying to build a significant amount of wealth. So my strategy is gonna be different than maybe yours. Just know the game you're playing when you're coming in, what your goals are. That way, when you're in it, you don't kid yourself. So here's my portfolio in terms of what I personally do. 80% for me is either in Salana or what I like to call meme coins in which you can actually sleep at night. These are stable memes. You still get the upside of the volatility, but you can actually sleep at night knowing that the coin won't just go to zero and nuke your entire portfolio. Then I leave 10% in short-term gambles, essentially like newly launched coins. I'm trying to flip money on that day to 2 or 3x on smaller positions. 10% is reserved for short-term gambles. Then I leave another 10% for longer-term gambles. This goes back to this concept of like cultural arbitrage, front-running narratives and trends where I might put money into a coin that I think might pop off, let's say like a few weeks from now or a month from now, because I think it's a good bet. And so I'll allocate some capital for that. The exception here for me is if I'm doing a swing trade. So a swing trade is essentially when you're trading the volatility of a coin up and down. So if something's moving a bunch between a range, instead of buying low and selling high over the course of an entire trade, you can do multiple trades of that on the swing up. And so if I find a good swing trade, I'll usually put 15% of my portfolio into that and just really lock in and just swing trade. I also recommend taking money out of your trading app, out of Hype or Phantom or whatever all that you're using when you get wins so that you don't round trip. Let's say I made $50,000 on Hype. Maybe I take out 10K and put that into Coinbase or somewhere else so I don't touch it. This way you're just protecting yourself from making bad decisions. Remember, Salana itself is going to be a volatile asset. People are predicting Salana price might double or triple in 2025. And so stacking Salana is also not a bad bet. So as you make money on these meme coins, holding Salana, holding Bitcoin, holding like other assets like stocks or whatever from the gains that you've made is what I try to go into so I don't round trip on the meme coins themselves. So as a recap, we have 80% in stable meme coins, coins in which you can sleep at night. You have 10% into gambles, and then you might have 10% into longer term gambles. If you're gonna swing trade, maybe put 15% into a swing trade. That's personally what I do. The key here is discipline. Figure out what works for you and try to stick to that. That's how you're probably gonna win against other people. People are gonna be reckless in this game, so if you're disciplined, if you have a system, even though it could be like a wrong system, having a system is probably gonna be better than not having a system. So this is what I do. Of course, there'll be times where I might not follow my own advice, but I try to always check myself and reevaluate my portfolio, rebalance it to what I just said, figure out what works for you and what you want to do. This is just what I do personally.